I don't have money to be filing lawsuits against every single person who restreams me or steals my content. Good news is I also don't care because I'm doing so well for myself. I have a great positive following. I get people who support all my content. Why would I care that they do that? I'll be successful every single day that I want to. No, they're not affecting me at all. Someone just asked. Someone brought it up, so I respond. I don't have money to be filing lawsuits against every single person who restreams me or steals my content. It's too frivolous, it's too time-consuming, and it's too expensive. That's number one. I'll be successful every single day that I want to. Good news is I also don't care because I'm doing so well.
Welcome, detractors. It's been a while. I would say that we have a lot to catch up on, but we don't. So big ups. Thanks for coming and hanging out. The first thing I want to take a look at when it comes to this I think it's been like a week since I did a stream. Let's recap this douchebag. I think that the first thing that we have to talk about is these fake fucking tips that came in the other day. And I just grabbed both of them and threw them into a video so that we could just watch them both and I won't have to click around like an asshole. So this is, I believe it was Wednesday, I think the 13th. I grabbed this. I didn't grab this from Raw Phil, so I don't know what day it is. Damn it. But that's okay. This is where he gets the just random out of nowhere $200 tip. And the reason why I want to show it and why I want to talk about it is because his lack of any kind of enthusiasm is just, if there was ever a fake tip, this is it right here. Somebody out of the kindness of their heart, so to speak, like it gives you $200 and this is your honest to God reaction. And big ups, everybody. It's good to see everybody too. I don't know if this silence here is him like legitimately getting a real tip. Is he like, okay, we see that King's Tax down there at like fucking $37. So what do we do? You know, do we fake this? How much do we fake it? And also remember that this is the day where he had come back after 4 non-goals being not hit. So of course, he always comes back after 4 streams of missing the goal to overwhelming success. So what is he doing in this moment of silence? I don't know. The whole thing is just weird. Even the message that this anonymous, because of course it is, person drops is so fucking weird.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just received, are you ready for this?
Why would you say, are you ready for this? That's a weird thing to say.
I've just received a $200 tip.
Why would you say? You guys sit down, relax. You ready for this? Are you fucking ready for this? Like, what do I have to be ready for? Nobody gave me $200. And if they did, I could muster up more of a fucking reaction than this.
I'm not kidding. $200 tip. I want to play an animation, but I have to find it. Here it is.
So I want to play an animation, but I have to find it. This is also, big ups, Virgil. This is also something that to me is very, very interesting. When he says, I can't find the animation, hold on a second. Is he trying to think of a name? Is he just going to roll with anonymous here? Is he trying to think of what the fake message is? Or is he legitimately just a retard and can't find whatever button it is? Because honestly, I would believe both. But there's something just so peculiar about the way this whole thing happens.
Ready?
No smile, no laugh, still no thank you. Also, by the way. Big ups, Kazoo. How you doing, honey?
And this person says, more.
He just nods, and that quick little look on his face. That quick little, let me see if I can find like the actual frame.
But I have to find it. Here it is.
There we
Ready?
go. He almost, this is the look of someone just gave me $200. He's a retard. You already know that. We do all know this. I mean, some of you guys are saying like he looks smug or whatever. I guess, but there's almost, I don't know if this is smugness. It's not done very well. It's either a very poorly done smugness or there's some transparency here. He almost looks upset. He almost looks mad about it.
And this person says
like he clicked. And this person says, like, okay, I guess I have to read this stupid fucking message. I've never seen somebody get $200 and look so fucking put out by it.
More React streams.
And that was their message for $200. More React streams. Then why didn't they give you this money on any of the fucking React streams? They do this now when your King's tax is at a pathetic fucking $37 after you've just come off of not hitting 4 non-goals? What? More React streams. You know, it's awfully funny that nobody wanted him to even do those fucking React streams. They didn't even get him $1 million. Who wanted this?
So apparently we have one big fan of my React streams here on stream today.
Yeah, and it's you, you idiot. It's you. It's obviously got to be you because you caught hella bullshit when you said that you wanted to react to that quartering shit that June the King did. Nobody fucking asked you for that. And if someone over here has got $200 kind of deep pockets, then why are they giving it to you on the Pokemon podcast? What?
There you go. An anonymous $200 tip.
What do you mean, there you go? There I go what? You're just talking to fucking talk at this point.
Thank you.
No, look, I mean, look at this, look at the face. No chuckle, no happiness, no smile, no nothing. Just, I'll read this stupid message and update the stupid leaderboard. It's almost like his brain forgot to tell his face to be happy about the fake tip. This is the only logical conclusion I can come to, that his tiny, gin-addled brain forgot to send a message to the face to be happy about the tip.
My response to that is simple. I'm not opposed to doing more reacting. I just want it to be.
He doesn't go on and on about it either. Thanks for the 200, but he doesn't drag it out like when he normally gets one. It looks as if he was burdened by this and got it over with as quickly as possible so that then he could say this.
What people will be there for. I knew with the quartering stuff, it was timely. It made sense. I think what we'll probably do.
It's a fake $200 tip of, I was right. I was right. I was right.
Is we'll cool down from reacting for a bit and we'll bring it back for variety when things are slowing down. Like I knew around this time with this, I knew this documentary was going to come out.
We'll bring it back when things are slowing down. It's a weird thing to say, coming off of 2 days where he didn't hit a single goal.
I knew people were interested in my opinions on everything going on.
Who? I need you to cite your source. Who was interested in your opinions on June the King's documentary about the quartering? Who?
And I had a feeling that it would work. It has. All 3 streams have done well. Okay? You know, not overwhelmingly well. It's not like people are coming out in massive droves. I'm not getting...
See how fast he walked that back? And all the streams did good. Well, okay. I mean, let's not be hasty. Like, they didn't do that good.
giant spikes of attendance and support. But it's in line with what I like to do with my content. I'm like, okay, then that's good then, right? So I think, like I said, what we'll do, let's finish this quarter.
In line with what I want to do with my content, you mean hit $150? Like, dude, just bring the fucking goals back. Just bring the goals back. I don't know who you think you're fooling, but it's obvious.
Bring React tomorrow night, all right? And then after that, we'll try to figure out what's next. But I don't think we have to rush to do it either. But we should find the right time to bring it in. Maybe when things are getting a little slower. To be honest, I would like to do some more gaming now. Like, I want to get back and check out some more indie games on Steam and your suggestions and things like that. And then maybe get back to the...
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Reacting, you know, when we have opportunity. Probably
lies.
In June. Because taking a look at the games lineup, okay, for the next few weeks to month, we take a look at June, I think I dashed for.
Yeah, I don't go any further into that because I don't care about June. I'm still living in May here with the rest of the world. So then this is the same day, but now this is on the night stream. I believe this is the finale of Mouse PI for Hire. This was some of the slowest shit I've ever fucking seen. He sat at $11 for like over an hour. And then at about 9 o'clock his time, when he knows that there isn't much time left, this is what happens. Again, I think
Or when I skipped the combat, and I was actually able to get to the next parts of.
Yeah, we see here top tip, top super chat, $5.
That's
Top
cool.
tip, $2.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just received
King's tax, $30. And again, he usually leaves about 9:30 p.m. his time. And again, I don't have the raw fill cut, but this is right at 9 o'clock when he's at $30 and he goes, fuck. I just came off of 2 days of not hitting the goal. Fuck. I already faked $200. Fuck. Now what do I do? This, again, I got to look at the face.
a $100 tip. $100.
He got a little more enthusiastic. Maybe in between the streams, the brain got the message to the face to look excited. We get some clapping here.
Thank you. I don't know who it is because there is absolutely just says anon. There is no message.
So now this one has, of course, anonymous, because of course aren't they all? And there's no message.
Just says anon. So thank you for the anonymous $100 contribution, whoever that was. That is incredibly generous of you.
He still technically didn't hit the non-goal anyway. He came in at $149 on this night. So
thank you so much. Certainly, I hope you've enjoyed the Mouse PI for Hire playthrough. We are now in the final part. We're about to board this blimp.
Nope, didn't enjoy any of that shit. Not a single bit of that shit. So that was from Wednesday. I didn't, honestly, I haven't really found anything else. I've been keeping up with it. I just haven't found too much of it too particularly interesting. He has shown up today. It's Pokemon Day. I was going to play a Snort Hogan clip, but I haven't streamed in so long. Like, you know, I'm not going to waste everyone's time. You guys have seen either like duty clips or Snort Hogan, Memology. Maybe you guys, maybe you guys hang out with other folks who stream. I don't know their schedules, but I'm sure for the most part, the regulars, y'all are same as me. You're all caught up. So I'm not going to waste anyone's time. That just feels silly to me. So we will just get to today.
For a new week on DSP Gaming, and that means it is time for the return
I can only imagine that for a brief moment, we are going to talk about the disaster that was Friday Night Fights. So if you haven't been keeping up with things, Friday Night Fights, Jax Raxer only coughed up a lousy $25, ending his night at $68. And I think he knows he can't fake any more tips for the moment. So let's see.
Episode of the Level 1 pod.
I'm hoping we get a little gold dust, maybe a little crash out about that. There's no way that he's not going to talk about it. His beans have probably been steaming for the last 2 days.
Podcast today. We'll be playing a little bit of catch up. I'll tell you about my day off. We'll talk about how the week ended, a project that I released during my day off, and of course, we're going to talk about the week coming up.
Yeah, he released that really crappy edited video about he will not let go of the balls of that Steam controller or whatever it is. Jax does not always give 25. Every now and then Jax will cough up a hundo. So he didn't get that on Friday night. Movie Sign, thanks for being a member, honey, for 15 months. We do. We get Toxicast and let's make fun of this douchebag together. You know, it's like a family thing.
Because this week, we got some unique stuff going on, including a new game that, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm wondering how to really go about it. I'd like to talk with you about it this morning because I'm maybe having some second thoughts on how I thought I was going to approach it. We'll talk about that today. But in addition to that, we need new games. Right now, we've been playing kind of the same stuff for a while. We do have some ongoing playthroughs, but for the first time in ages, we actually have some openings in the schedule. The question is, what are we going to play? We're going to check that out tonight, but we could get some early ideas and discussion right now. So I hope you all had a good Saturday. I'm back. For how long? That's a good question, because we're actually going to talk about that on today's show as well. Sit back and relax, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we have to talk about all of it. It's Sunday. We have to know what we're doing for DSP Tries It. He always does DSP Tries It on Mondays now. So we have to talk about DSP Tries It tomorrow. We have to go over the schedule. We have to talk about all the games that we're playing.
It is time for a week-beginning episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Ugh. Give your fucking head a shake. Shit is so cringe. Got any skip juice? What's wrong, Fatal? You don't like that super fucking dented Hella 220 intro?
Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Welcome back to the show. It is time for the Level 1 Podcast for Sunday, the 17th of May, 2026. I'm DSP.
Just thanks for the 2, honey. He shaved his chest. I'm positive he did not. No hair poking above the neck. No, the shirt just goes up so high.
And it's time to chill with Phil. We've got a lot to talk about today. Notably, the coming week, because we're at a point where now we're actually going to be doing some new stuff. And the question is, what? Right? Like, what's it going to be that we're going to be doing new? Always an interesting question, because as you know, I'm very interactive with you guys, and you guys have direct influence on what we do on these streams.
That's why you still do that suggestion box, right? Because you're so interactive and you want to know what everybody thinks.
So tonight, on my late stream, we're doing a tryouts night. And that means we're going to go into Steam and you guys are going to recommend games for me to check out. We'll likely be watching some trailers, maybe adding some things to wishlist. And, you know, depending on how that goes, we may actually pick games to try. Maybe we'll have some new suggestions this morning for things that we could check out tonight, okay? But I want to talk about...
I think it's funny, ever since the day he wore that really fucking tacky... Well, the day I had the sensor bar up, day I had this sensor bar, like right here, I noticed ever since then, he hasn't worn a muscle shirt. Everybody fucking clowned on him that day, and then he hasn't worn one since. I don't know if he got his feelings hurt, or, you know, the mom hasn't gotten to laundry yet, or what. But I think it's funny.
A little review that I released yesterday on my day off, tell you how it's going, but I also want to talk about this week. This week's a little uncertain, and I'll tell you why. I could be here for 5 days. I could be here for 6 days. I guess I could technically be here for 4 days, but I think I'll be here for at least 5. You might say, well, why on earth are you not sure? Because usually you're a very scheduled guy, right? I always lay everything out. Someone actually left a comment on yesterday on my post on my channel. Oh my God, DSP has such a organized schedule. This alone,
You sure they didn't say autistic schedule? Because they probably said autistic schedule.
separates him from the vast majority of other streamers. I'm well aware of that. I know that most people, we're going to stream randomly, and then they turn on the stream. You have no idea what the hell they're doing. And it's very chaotic, and I hate that. I'm a very organized individual. I've even told you guys that when I'm basically on like a day off and I'm going out with my wife, I have the kind of brain that wants to plan out in my head exactly what we're doing. Not to say that we have to do it exactly in an order or whatever, but, you know.
So you're just like every other adult in that you make a plan for your day while you're getting up and getting ready in the morning? Wow, cool.
be in a certain area.
I never thought about that. So I could wake up in the morning and as I'm getting ready, I could plan out what I'm going to do today. Fuck. Here I am at 41 years old. I just been fucking winging it all willy-nilly like, damn.
It'll be around dinner time, and my brain will be like, okay, what's in the area? So we have this over there, this.
You don't know what's in your area? You've only lived there for 12 fucking years. What are you talking about? Sir, whatever flex you think this is, it's not.
Right here, this here, this here, this here, this here. It'll start mapping and planning out like an outline in my head. Here's the options of things that we can do. You know, that's just how I am. So
yeah, so are we, dude. We're adults. Yeah, so is everybody else, asshole.
when it comes to my streaming schedule, yeah, I want you guys to know
When you can come and give me all of your money. You have to know every second time streaming, because how on earth would you know when to come and hand over all of your money? And don't forget, make sure to give me all your money. Just got some money.
what I'm doing on what stream. And it doesn't mean that we can't change things on the fly, and it doesn't mean that things don't happen that, you know, oh, let's change the schedule now because a new game released or a trailer
Like how you did a half an hour of OT on Friday because you had a lousy $68. Like that? I think they change all the time.
drop, let's react to it or something like that. But I just like having guidelines. I like taking this seriously. A lot of people do not. A lot of people just, hey, I turn on the stream and whatever happens, happens. And to some extent, I can understand why that would be fun for some. Because if you never know what's going to happen, right? You're like, oh, an air of mystery or excitement. But at the same time, what if you're really looking forward to something and it never happens, right? So, being that I'm a 18-year creator and I'm a variety streamer, I like telling you what I'm doing ahead of time so you know when to show up for what. Like, imagine if all week you've been waiting for the next Pokemon Fire Red stream, and today I turn on the stream and I say, oh, I'm not doing that. Today I just decided we're just going to do something different. But you said, what? There you go. Anyway.
But you have done that. You have done that before.
I understand
So whatever you say, I guess.
that, you know, that means that there's going to be some people who are very stupid who say things like, oh, so every time that I show up to Phil's content, it's like a business instead of fun. It's like a board meeting.
Correct. That's exactly what it is. Yes.
Instead of a hangout session. Well, yeah, if you have like 2 brain cells in your head that fire off and you can't understand that organization is better than chaos, yeah.
Aw, he called me stupid.
I mean, I can understand why you would think that way because you're a simpleton. But for, you know, actual intelligent people, I think they prefer having the organization more. So, anyway, welcome.
That's true. The more rigid and retarded you are, the less ability you have to be able to just kind of work on the fly. Again, whatever flex you think this is, it isn't. Okie dokie.
To this week. Now, let me tell you why it's uncertain what I'm doing this week, okay? So, as you guys know, if you've been following along the narrative in the last couple of weeks, I told you guys that basically I've kind of reached the limit of what I can do with my personal fitness and working out with just a couple of free weights. You know, I got to the point where...
Oh, who asked for this? First of all, where is my 1.5 speed? For the love of God. Secondly, who asked for all this? Now we got to talk about his workouts. This man is so fucking sad. He doesn't have anybody else, you guys, to talk to about this stuff. Nobody.
I've done as many exercises as I can, but I can't really do them well because the weight has gotten to the point where, you know, unless I have like a spotter and I'm sitting here and doing it organized, it's never going to advance. So my wife and I, you know, basically did some research and we looked up together and we decided, let's buy an exercise machine. Let's actually get like a weight machine so we can work out at home with no risk of injury. We can, you know, have plates and things that we're swapping weight. We can do different kinds of exercises for all the different, you know, parts of the body, etc. And so we did order it. And it's actually been en route to our home for about a week because this thing weighs 350 pounds. So it's huge. And, you know, it's, you know, freight companies, you know, are a little different than say like the USPS or FedEx, right? So I finally got notification that basically now I need to contact the shipping company to schedule the delivery. But it's Sunday, so I can't do it today. So I'm going to call them likely tomorrow and try to figure this out. But the question is, what availability do they have? Because ideally, I would like to have it delivered on a weekend. And what I could then do is say, have a normal streaming week with you guys, and then maybe have like 2 days off where one day it's for the delivery of this thing to my home, then I unbox it and I bring all the pieces upstairs slowly, and then I build the thing with my wife. So that's like a whole day. You know, it has to be like this thing is estimated time to build is around 4 hours with 2 people working together. And also having to, you know, lug this.
Imagine trying to build something with this stupid motherfucker. We all watched him build the take a L-shaped desk. Phew.
This thing upstairs in pieces because there's no way we're getting 150-pound boxes up our staircase. Yeah, it's going to be an endeavor, you know? Then I'm still going to need a normal day off so that I can actually do my errands like grocery shopping and things like that. So here's the thing, okay? Dependent on...
Because I'm sure whatever fucking cheap garbage you buy, I'm sure that'll take 17 hours to put together. You can't possibly go grocery shopping and put something together in the same day. I mean, holy fuck.
when they can actually deliver the thing, because I don't know. Is a freight company different from another company? Can a freight company actually deliver on the weekend, or are they going to be like, oh, we're limited, in what we can do, and we can only deliver certain times and not others? I have no clue. So without knowing that, I can't actually tell you guys, hey, this is what we're doing, and this is the schedule for the week. So I have to contact them, tomorrow, essentially, and figure this out, okay? So, once I know, you'll know.
Why are we, like, being told this?
But I don't know, okay? So,
But why don't you know yet? Come on, Mr. Autistic Schedule. You don't have your week planned out 45 weeks in advance? Come on.
what I would say is, if I can control the situation, what I would like to do this week is be here 6 days. Like, I would literally like to be here for 6 days. I'd like to be here today through Friday like I normally am.
Why? Why on earth would you want to work 6 days? Fuck, I don't work 6 days a week because I get the luxury of my own schedule. Who's volunteering? Yes, ooh, me, 50 hours a week, me. Thanks for the 5, honey, I appreciate you. I don't do boring business meetings. Anyways, let's talk about the logistics of my deliveries and schedule conflicts.
Yeah? And then maybe have Saturday and Sunday off. That way, one day is the, arrival, unpacking, and building of this thing. And then the other day I can have a normal day. Plus, I'm probably going to have to recover. I'm going to be so sore, probably from lugging this thing around and building it or whatever all day the day before, right? That would be ideal. However, I can't guarantee you that's...
You're going to be sore from putting something together? Really? Jesus Christ.
It's going to happen until I contact this company and I get in touch with them and, we work it out. Don't know if they're going to be able to deliver it on a weekend or whatever, right? So once I know, I'll let you know. And, hopefully I'll have some updates for you over the week so it's not like in limbo all week, but you never know. It's just one of those things in life. You don't have full control of the situation. You just shrug and say, oh, well, we'll roll with it, right? Good news is we're still going to have a lot of content. And it's going to be good. It's going to be a good time this week with all the content I'm going to put out, which we'll talk about in a moment. But now that I've gotten that initial announcement out of the way, let's say what's up to everyone. Let's do some initial shout-outs and the like. All right? First off, I want to say this. At the very end of Friday Night Fights, okay, I went offline.
Oh, here we go.
And someone actually sent me a $5 tip and said, hey, good games. And I was like, good games? So was that the final person who I was playing? It might have been. If you remember on Friday Night Fights, I pretty much had a lot of fun matches.
So he ended at 73, not 68.
Matchups, except for one guy who was cheating using a turbo controller and lagging to win with Honda, and then I whooped his ass by just picking Honda and playing him better than he ever could. But outside of that, the matchups were varied and fun, and I had a good time on Friday Night Fights, and I don't know who I played last, but whoever it was, if that was you and you tipped me $5, thank you in good games, because I did have great games pretty much all night. So who do we got here? Let's say what's up to everybody, and then we got a shout out to do, and then we'll go.
Let's not do dented roll call.
Thank you. Sold at 2 a.m. for the first contribution of the week with a $5 super chat and a question I can't answer. And then we have Chronogeist, who just became a member on YouTube. Thank you, Chronogeist, for becoming a member and joining the channel, and thank you for that support. Enjoy the plentiful emotes, including the new DSP Flex emote that's available both on YouTube and on Kick. It's a good one. People really like it and are using it constantly, so now you can enjoy it because you're a member. Very nice.
Yeah, look at YouTube, man. Just rolling. Rolling and flooded with emotes. Holy fuck.
Good morning, King Michael. Good to see you. Momo Chai, how are you? Thanks for joining. Who else do we got? Anyone I missed? I think I got almost everybody, actually. There's a few other people talking here, but I think I got almost everyone. Cool. What do you mean, let me see your left hand when you're flexing? My left hand? Like this? This is the problem. I don't flex this way because the microphone blocks it. Here, hold on.
Why do you have to, like, squish your face together like that?
See? Looks good, but the microphone blocks it, so I always flex with the right arm, so that way the microphone doesn't block it. What's wrong with that? What do you mean, oh, damn, it's real? What are you talking about? Let me hear this. No, I've got to hear it. What's the insane, nonsensical conspiracy theory? Don't push up your muscle with your other hand. I'm not using my hand. Watch. My left hand is way out here. Look. What are you talking about? Look, here. My hand's over here. What are you talking about?
Oh, but look how hard you have to flex, honey. You have to flex so hard, you're going to pop a blood vessel in your eye.
Wow. An AI filter? What?
It's like watching someone strain so hard to cut a sharp fart. Like, what the fuck, man?
I don't even know how to use an AI filter. I use the background removal tool because it's an easy plug-in via OBS. I'm well aware there are AI filters because I've seen people use them, but I don't have any filters. I'm the master of AI. That's correct. In reality, I actually look exactly the same. I never lost any weight. I'm still like 220 pounds. And it's an AI filter. It's sucking the meat off my face. It's put the muscles on my body. That's correct. That would be a crazy AI filter, wouldn't it? What's up, Rebel Yeller? How are you today?
No, I imagine you look just as sickly.
Neatness, how are you? Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Very good. Inflatable muscle arms. Yes, like Looney Tunes. These are balloons that are inflated, and I can pop it out and it goes. That's awesome. That's actually pretty funny. Okay, well, all right. What I want to talk about, folks, before we get to anything else today, and before I forget about it, I want to let you guys know that I did release a special video during my day off. Now, the reason it's special is because particularly this video was not live streamed at all. And as you know, most of my content is live streamed content. It's either, you know, an actual raw live stream that then I clip from it and I upload the playthrough separate, or some of these edited videos and things I've been putting out for the last month are just highlights, right? In this case, I actually made a video, a review, that, well, it's not really much of a review, more of a first impressions, that actually was not live streamed, okay? So if you're not aware, let's check it out. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is my channel. If you're not aware, I don't know how you wouldn't be aware because you're probably watching me on it right now. Of course, some of you may be watching on Kick. This is DSP Gaming on YouTube. Once again,
Or Rawphil. Long live Rawphil.
again, it's youtube.com/DSP Gaming. You don't need an @ symbol to get to it because it's hard-coded to DSP Gaming. It's been out since 2010, so I have this for 16 years reserved in my name. So, as you can see, here we are. This is us right now. Literally, look, there it is, Streamception. How you like that? Streamception's pretty interesting, isn't it? There it is. Look, a stream within a stream within a stream. Pretty cool. But what you're going to see down here
I watch a stream within a stream every day. Long live Rawphil.
are my channel highlights, which are basically the edited videos that I've released over the course of the last month. Actually having an editor who knows what they're doing a good job putting out highlights and, you know, different kinds of videos for me. So, yesterday during my day off, I actually released a video regarding the Steam controller and my experiences with it for about the week that I've had it. You know, I got it Tuesday and I put out this video on Saturday morning.
God, you're not going to make us watch this fucking shitty thing, are you? Darwin, thanks for the 2, honey. Phil is a Morlock from X-Men for sure.
Well, actually, it was Saturday afternoon. It was like 12:30 in the afternoon or something like that, right? So,
oh my God, get a life.
in this review, as you'll see, it's me actually talking about the controller and talking about my first-hand experience in different kinds of games, including Directive 8020, Mouse PI for Hire, and retro fighting games, plus when I navigated around Windows, when I went into Steam, when I tried a game in Game Pass, / the Xbox app, whatever you want to call it, and etc. It's short. As you can see, it's not a long review. It's like 12 minutes long, okay? But
That's not short. That's long enough. In fact, too long. I've seen it. It's obnoxious.
basically, it was me talking and then having all this footage from the week either superimposed over or cut into from all the testing that I had done on the live streams. So, it's a good video, in my opinion. It's quick. It's not a long one. If you're interested in the Steam controller, you want to know, about it. Is the Steam controller any good? Is it worth $100? What are the good parts? What are the bad parts? Etc. Right? Give it a look. Well, as you can see, basically any video I put out that it's about gaming, outside of me completely destroying and slamming a game and saying it's not very good, like I did with Crimson Desert, it's just not doing very well. And there's not much I can do about that. The algorithm is the algorithm. I can title it a certain way. I can use a certain thumbnail. I can try uploading it in different methods. I could do content that's been live streamed, content that's never been live streamed. You know what I mean? This channel's been around for 16 years. So it very well could be that pretty much nothing will ever hit the algorithm on this channel. In fact, I would argue the last video that I released that really did hit the YouTube algorithm was 2 years ago when the Fallout TV show originally released on Amazon Prime. And if you remember, all of a sudden overnight, Bethesda was like, oh, we're releasing a special edition of Fallout 4. Now, did they actually? No. They claimed they did, but all they did is they patched the game. It didn't run any better. It looked exactly the same. They were just basically full of crap, pretending like they rebranded their game and updated it so people would play it while the TV show was out. They actually lied. They didn't really update it at all. It was exactly the same game. But I had started a new playthrough of Fallout 4 literally that day, regardless of the fact that they claimed that they were going to update it. So because I started a new playthrough of Fallout 4 on the day when the hype for Fallout 4 began, all of a sudden, boom, it hit the algorithm. So part 1, I think, did I want to say 20, 30,000 views or something like that for absolutely no reason. It wasn't any different from any
Yeah, and the average watch time was 15 seconds or something.
of my other content. But
Because people clicked on it and then went, oh, I don't want whatever this shit is.
YouTube's algorithm says, oh, pick it up today. So because of that, it was a huge, giant spike of views for me that month as I played Fallout. Since then, I don't think a single thing that I've done is hit the YouTube algorithm at all. Quite frankly.
No, honey, and maybe this should tell you something.
And I'm wondering if anything ever will. You would think, what would hit the YouTube algorithm? Well, probably a review of something like Crimson Desert. Well, it did 13,000 views. Does it sound like it hit the algorithm to you? No, not really. How about a pertinent video right on topic with when everyone was talking about Mixtape last week? Less than 4,000 views. What happens is I release these videos, and within the first 24 hours, they get a spike. And then just immediately, it's like when that 24-hour mark hits, it fizzles out. Like with this video from the Steam controller.
Right, just like everyone's does. When I put out a video, that's what happens. When the biggest YouTubers that have ever YouTubed put out a video, that's what happens. Right, correct.
When I first released it, within 3 hours, it had already topped 1,000 views. And I'm like, oh, at that pacing, that's great. Right, within 24 hours, this thing might have 5,000, 6,000 views, and then it just tapers off, it plateaus, and then you barely get any, because it didn't hit the algorithm. So what's happened is, what this is showing me, which is exactly what I expected, is that out of the insane amount of subscribers I supposedly have, which obviously are all legacy subscribers who don't even check the channel anymore, okay?
Yeah, they're dead fucking accounts, dude. No one's there anymore.
I probably have between 3,000 to 5,000 active viewers that actually interact and participate with my content on
No, there's no way. 3,000 to 5,000 active people? No, absolutely not. Nope.
a daily basis. That's really what this means.
Then why are you streaming right now to 188 people? If you have 3,000 to 5,000, excuse me, active people, why are you streaming right now to 188 people? Even I am streaming to more than 188 people.
Okay? That's not bad. I want you to understand something. If you have 3,000 to 5,000 active viewers who like you and your content and will check it out and will support it, you're good. You can make a living. You can do well for yourself.
Yeah, but what are the watch times on these videos? Also, what category are these videos going into? What are the tags? Because more than likely, they're showing up in places they're not supposed to, and people are getting confused and saying, "What is this garbage?" They click on it. They wait it out for 30 seconds, 60 seconds, try to give it a shot, try to figure out what the fuck it is. You end up getting the view for it, and then they click off and fuck off. What is your AVD on any of these videos? What? 42 seconds, a minute and 5 seconds, like...
But they have to be real viewers, not bots, not people who casually drop by, watch one video, and leave.
Ronan, thanks for 2, honey. Shithead title Fallout 4, the update when it wasn't. Yeah.
They have to be people who are actually involved with your content, like it, and will support it. So that's basically what I have, okay? Now, it's not to say that...
That's not what counts as a view. You don't have to like it. You don't have to interact with it. You have to click and watch for 30 seconds. If you click and watch for 30 seconds, the person gets a view. You don't have to watch the whole thing. You don't have to sub. You don't have to leave a comment. In order for a video to get a view, you have to click and watch it for 30 seconds.
I can't have more because every once in a while, there's a reason why new people will check me out. Whether it's, oh, I did a collab with Kino.
Right, because where are these videos showing up? Because they're getting thousands of views, yet no one is coming to your shitty fucking live streams. So I'm wondering, how are these videos being, not titled, because I can see how they're being titled, but how are they being titled and tagged and processed in SEO? And where are they actually showing up on the platform? And what is that doing to your analytics? Probably fucking destroying them. Because for you to get 10,000 views on a video, but 200 people show up to your stream, it kind of sounds like maybe a lot of people aren't, in fact, happy with the video.
Casino for like 6 to 8 months. Oh, I had an important interview with Asmund Gold that people enjoyed and it blew up and I got some new people, right? The problem is, when you get those spikes, you get some people who will join you, but they don't usually stick around unless you're doing stuff all the time that they like. But where do they go for the stuff they like all the time? The original source they came from, and then they tend to forget about you. And I know because I've been through this multiple times, right? So, as you can see, I'm not upset with the performance of these edited videos. Like,
you sure fucking sound like you're upset with it. You don't sound happy about it.
Going back all the way to over a month when I quit Street Fighter 6, they do okay, but they're all kind of in line. They're probably going to do at the lowest, right? They'll probably do around 3,000 views. And then at their highest, probably the most I'll get for a gameplay-related highlight is probably around 5,000 views, to be honest. And then as for other content, like a one-off review, that could be a little controversial. Maybe I'll get a little bit of a spike. Or if I do a drama-related video.
But it's not getting views because it's controversial. It's getting views because it's stupid. Because you look stupid.
Right? Then I'll probably get more. But for gameplay, I think this is, in general, what I can expect unless something actually happens to hit the algorithm. So I just want you to understand I'm not going to give up. This is not a defeat or anything for me. Obviously, what I would have liked is for this video to have done 5,000 views.
No, this is like strike 2. We need like 3 or 4 strikes and then he'll give up. I'm still calling it. Sometime in June, this edited content will go away.
24 hours, and by the end of its run, say in a week, I would have liked it to get around 10,000. If my edited videos could start doing that consistently, the channel will see growth and I'll actually start making money on them. But as it is right now, it's been a month and I've made money on one video, this one. That's it. I literally have lost money on every single edited video I put out, and there's nothing I can really do about it. Let me put it this way. At least,
I mean, you can stop doing it if it's not working for you.
I'm investing in the channel, right? I'm investing this money into the channel's future. We've got a body of videos that if someone's a newcomer, they may come by and be like, oh, look at all these nice edited videos, and just hit play on the playlist and just check them all out. You know what I mean? I do think that that's worth investing in. So please check out the newest video if you haven't. If you're interested in the Steam controller, I don't blame you if you're not, because only PC gamers are going to be interested in the Steam controller, right? Not console gamers, so I get that. But maybe you're interested in it, give it a look. And every week, I'll be looking for a new topic and new hot things to talk about in gaming news. Today, there just doesn't really happen to be any. But perhaps, you know, I'll plug at it when something new will happen in news and we can talk about it and go from there, right? Okay. All right, folks. So there you go. And please give it a look. If you haven't checked out any of these videos yet, I urge you to. I think they're really well done with the editing. They're entertaining watches. And, you know.
Yeah, I'm absolutely not doing that.
I'm going to keep plugging away, and hopefully something will eventually take off, right? Okay. Good stuff.
Yep, something will eventually take off, honey.
Well, I have some more shout-outs to do. Let's go. So first off, okay, I've gotten 5 gifted memberships from Joseph. Joseph, good morning. It's good to see you here. Thank you for the early support to people who don't play racing games, just to get it out there. So over the weekend, there was an unprecedented amount of people playing this game who don't actually play this game. Does that make sense? It got overexposed over the weekend. I saw people posting up about it on social media, basically making fun of it, saying, this game is stupid. This game actually is dumb with how ridiculous crap they put into it, and that's not good. Like, if people were posting up saying, oh my god, it's the best Forza Horizon ever, it's actually the opposite. People are basically like, yeah, this game has jumped the shark at this point with the amount of silly shit that they put into it, and that's not a good thing. So the thing is, the game already is overexposed. So by the time that I go to play it on Tuesday, it's not like, oh, that day one hype. People have already seen the ridiculous shit all over the internet. I'm not going to be surprised by it because it was posted, you know, on social media like crazy for the last 2 to 3 days. Okay? That's number 1. Number 2, here's the other factor. Listen to this. It's basically exactly the same game again. You might say, what? Yeah, it's the same game again. Now, I started playing Forza Horizon at Part 3. That one was based in Australia, right? And that was pretty fun because you're in the outback and you're learning about Australia and the different things in the climate and the different locations and things like that. I actually really liked Forza Horizon 3. I thought it was a great game. Then I played Forza Horizon 4. Admittedly, it was very similar to Forza Horizon 3, but the difference was you were now in the UK. And I particularly remember playing that one and knowing that I have a whole bunch of fans and viewers who live in the UK. And they actually came to the streams and started saying, hey, you know, we live there. Let's tell you all about the landmarks you're driving through. Let's see if we can actually find this particular one because we know all about the UK. So it was fun for a while, but even then I remember it got played out because it's very repetitive. Remember, what's the formula of Forza Horizon? So there's a festival. You go to the festival, you do a big event race, which
You know, everything wouldn't be played out for you so quickly on your channel if you were actually good at it. There are YouTubers who I watch who do gaming who they are either like speedrunners who are trying to get, you know, work on their PB, see if they can break their own, you know, record and all that kind of stuff. And there are people who I just watch play the same game over and over and over just to see how fast they can do it. Or they'll do randomizers. There's a guy who I love who plays nothing but fucking Yoshi Island just because I like watching Yoshi Island. And I just like to watch him play over and over and over. I watch Maxi Lobes and some of those dudes that do like Resident Evil 4. They do Resident Evil 4 randomized speedruns where everything's just all kinds of chaos and how quick can you beat it when you basically break the game and just throw whatever whenever. And that's all they do is like play Resident Evil 4 and all kinds of horror shit. And I love it. There's like Survival Horror Network and, you know, whatever. Sometimes they have hosts and sometimes there's no commentary. And all they do is just play horror games or, you know, ABCXYZ kind of game. That's all they do over and over and over again because they have a good personality or they're good at the game. Fun, interesting. Everything falls so flat with you so quickly. There's absolutely no replayability with you. You're lucky you can keep people to the end of the game. Your final stream of Resident Evil Requiem, you didn't even hit the non-goal. For the finale of a Resident Evil game that some people, like myself, have been waiting fucking years to get. Beautiful game. Fucking masterpiece. As far as survival horror goes. Dude, like, what are you talking about? I played through that game 4, 5, 6 times to fucking 100% it. Couldn't stop playing that game. I guarantee you, if I sat down every day for 7 days and played Resident Evil 7, I would get more people than you to show up every fucking day of the week to just go over and over and over. It's because you suck, dude. The end.
It's usually something ridiculous. You're racing a train. You're racing a blimp or a plane, right? You're doing something crazy. You're driving through walls. You're doing insane jumps over giant cliffs and waterfalls. They're meant to be these giant set piece events. Then what happens is, oh, guess what? You have to grind. What do you mean? Well, there's little mini races. There's drifting challenges. There's speed traps.
The last racing game, I mean, racing game, quote unquote, like for what it's worth was like Mario Kart World, wasn't it? About a year ago now. Because it was for the launch of the Switch 2, which was like June 2nd or 6th or something like that. And again, it's Mario Kart, so I use the term racing, you know, kind of loosely. But like something like Forza or whatever, no, it's been a hot fucking minute, I think.
Challenges, you have to find barn cars, you have to do this and that, and it's all essentially open world busy work. It's not really significant. Yeah, it's fun the first couple times you do these missions, but once you've done them 3, 4 times, like, oh, how many times do I have to do them? How about 27 to 30 each? Well, that's repetitive. Yeah, that's the game. The game is just basically open world repetition. It's like fetch quests in an RPG, but you're actually doing them in a driving game, okay? The best part about Forza Horizon has literally always been the graphics, okay? The graphics of the game are absolutely outstanding, and that's a good thing. I want the game to look great, especially because I'll be playing it on PC for the very first time, okay? I want the game to look great, to blow us all away. I mean, my capture, for the first time ever, will be able to handle the graphics of the game. Remember, up to this point, every time I played a Forza Horizon game, and my capture setup and everything just wasn't that good, now you'll be able to see it in smooth 60 frames without pixelization and looking like shit. It should look great. So I'm excited for that, okay? However, I strongly believe that here's what's going to happen. The first stream will likely do all right, because everyone's going to show up and want to see me play it for the first time. But once you just get to the second, the third, maybe fourth stream, that's it. It's going to be like, wow, you're still driving around doing these little mini races. You're still grinding for money to buy a house so you have fast travel. You're still doing these little challenges over and over. You're still searching for that damn bar.
So what to glean from that? You're too slow. So what do we truthfully, under the surface, glean from all of that? No, honey, I haven't done the new Leon mode for Resident Evil. Like, so what do we take away from this? Oh, you're still playing this. You're still doing this. You know, whatever. Yeah. Unk, which I hate using that word, but like, come on, Grandpa, you're too fucking slow. You've got to give these people something. You got to give these people something worth showing up for. Sorry, Muffin, you're going to have to be a little bit more quick on the draw. You're too slow in more ways than one. You know who? Thanks for the 5, honey. I appreciate you. Big ups. Imagine if you spent more time playing the game than complaining/derping about it. Heaven forbid such a thing happens on a gaming stream. Big ups, Toxie. Well, big ups to you, honey. I appreciate you.
In car for 20 minutes and still haven't found it. Yeah, that's the game. I know because I played it 3 times before. 3, 4, and 5 are all exactly the same game. Okay. And
I'm sorry, this is still so wild to me. There are so many YouTubers who, you know, just play either the same genre of game or the same game over and over and over and continue to have it overwhelming amounts of success, and people cannot get enough of them playing certain kinds of games. So if people are coming to you 3 or 4 streams in and telling you it's boring, and on other streams it's doing well, there's only one common denom here. And it's you. Thank you for the 220. Lovely number, isn't it? That 220? Great day for it. Maybe don't play the game that'll fail. Oh, they're all gonna fail, the ones that he plays. You can't blame the game for this shit. Does he play shitty games? Yeah, sure. Some of them are probably pretty shitty. But we know that 9.5 out of 10 times, it's fucking this game.
particularly, I remember 5, people got bored with, and I don't think we beat it, did we? Did we beat Forza Horizon 5? I don't think we ever did. Let me check. I actually don't know.
So you didn't even beat the game.
On the Series X, here it is. I started playing it, let's see. It was 2021.
There's no point of having a shifter if he's going to do automatic like a pussy. Driving like a bitch. I mean, really,
Yeah.
do we expect anything else?
So it looks like basically what happened was we played it for a bit and people got really bored with it. And then I stopped playing. So I did 19 parts of it and then I quit because people were bored of the game. So I said, I'm not going to do any more if you guys don't want it.
That dude Queso is the polar opposite of DSP mentally. He's so thankful he can stream for his income and is genuinely entertaining and fun no matter what he's playing. Because doing YouTube as a full-time job, a part-time job, a side hustle, whatever, saying it as somebody who does it is the greatest fucking thing in the world. You don't have to fight with traffic. You don't have to deal with fucking shitty people at your job. And you get to do creative things and fun things. And yes, through generosity of other people, you have the ability to continue to keep making things that you enjoy. YouTube is the best fucking job in the world. So it is a little bit of a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people like myself when you see the way that somebody like this is handling it.
Okay. That's what I'm seeing. I don't even foresee Forza Horizon 6 getting that far at all. You know what I'm saying?
All this build up and hyping Forza Horizon 6 just to wage quit it within 2 weeks. Probably not even 2 weeks.
Here's what I'm thinking. All right. I want to play it, maybe 1 or 2 streams to give it a shot and say, hey, let's see if it continues to do numbers, if people will show up for it, or people are already bored with it. All right. So we'll definitely do it this coming Tuesday, right? And then we'll probably do it like maybe Thursday, Friday. You know, we'll figure it out because this week also, depending on how many days I'm here, which I don't know yet, and also night streams. Like if we find some good stuff on Steam for night streams, then we'll probably be good. But maybe we're going to start taking some of the daytime streams and turn them into night streams. Like I actually think Sorrows, I think we're actually going to make a night stream this week because it hasn't been doing great during the day streams anyway. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to play Saros on Tuesday night. So that way we can keep all these games moving, okay? So I think I'm going to try it on Tuesday, and we'll see how it goes. Basically,
Every game he plays is always on life support. The only thing that's hitting consistently, is Pokemon, and I know because I have spent the last couple of weeks preparing a giant, essentially, this is how you don't play of Pokemon for whenever the fuck he finally finishes it. And so I have the totals for the end of each like stream and stuff like that for when I put out the video, which will probably be in like big chunks, I think. I haven't decided. I have 13 parts. It's already several hours long, but on his completion of Pokemon, I'm going to release that. And those are, I believe there's only one Pokemon stream of his, hold on, I've got my notes. I believe out of his 13, 15 streams, something like that. There's only been one where he has not hit the goal. And even then it was like $95. No, 92. So
depending on the Tuesday stream, that will determine if the game it will stay in the rotation and do well, or if we play it once or just twice and then we kind of give up on it. Like, there you go. Now here's the other factor.
Are all of his crash outs legit? Or does he fake some of them for views? The crash outs are legit. When you see the flexing and the buffoonery and shit, that stuff is where he's trying to like go viral and shit. But when he's crashing out and like shitting on detractors, no, that's him. He can't help himself.
Too, okay? We've been talking about me using the Logitech wheel and pedals and things to play the game.
I really hope he doesn't play Pokemon. He's playing it today, actually. We're continuing on with Fire Red. I don't know whether or not I'm going to stream it, but again, I will be releasing at some point when he finishes the game a big, it won't be exactly this is how you don't play. The focus of my video is more so on what I am calling it is this is how you cash grab, because this Pokemon Fire Red is the most blatantly obvious cash grab live stream of all time. And so that is what my video is going to focus on when he fucking finishes it finally, so I can get everything together and release it. And so he is playing Pokemon right now. He's playing it today.
Dang. I don't even know if it works. I was thinking about this. I was like, does the Logitech wheel actually work with Forza Horizon 5 or 6? You would hope it does, right? You would think it's the new driving game. Why wouldn't it work with one of the most common racing peripherals? But we haven't tested it yet. I would hope that it does. But for me, I was thinking about this and I'm like, this is a game that I don't even know if it's going to work, at all. And I've never done like racing with a wheel and pedals. I've only driven the truck in Truck Sim, and I'm about a year removed from that, So is it worth me lugging all that shit out of the closet, which it's in storage right now? It's actually in one of my storage bins buried in the corner of my closet because I haven't used it in about a year. Is it worth me pulling all that shit out, then having it over here trying to hook it up, get it all working again with this new setup, just for me to do 1 or 2 streams of this game and then say, oh, everyone's bored with it? What the fuck did I bother lugging this thing out for?
Is this man really saying that he doesn't want to take the wheel out of the closet because he thinks he's just going to wage quit the game right away? Is this really where we are in life? You're too lazy. You're wondering if you should even bother to take the wheel out.
You know what I mean? Because it is a pain in the ass. I'm not going to lie. It's heavy, and you need to latch it onto the desk. You have to run these wires.
It's heavy? Sir.
Across the whole office floor in order to do it. And then when you're done, you got to unhook all that shit because you can't just sit there. You got to go put it, unhook it, put it away again. It's a pain in the ass. Okay? So.
Well, gee, I can't imagine. You're talking it up so good. I can't imagine why everybody won't want to watch you do this. You talk so positively about all of this. I can't imagine.
Maybe the first stream, let's just go ahead and do a normal stream, and I'll actually play it with my Razor Wolverine Pro. That way I can get the hang for the game and everything. You know what I mean? You kind of learn how to play it, do the basics and everything. And then if people like that first stream a lot and say, yes, please, do a second stream. Next time, bring out the wheel and learn how to do it on there. Once you're through with the, the intro and everything, then I'll probably do it. But, you can't use the Steam controller. Someone says, what about the Steam controller? You can't. Remember, it's a Game Pass game. It wouldn't work.
I have the exact wheel. It's like at most 3 pounds. This bitch.
Here's the problem that I think people are going to come across with the Steam controller. Steam controller will only work with games through Steam. Now,
this man fucking throws his back out lifting a gallon of milk, fucking don't he? Jesus Christ.
There's a workaround, because if you have a game that's through the Xbox app, you can add it to Steam as a...
This thing comes with like wires that you have to plug in, and it weighs like 5 pounds, and I would have to get it like from my closet, which is like 3 whole steps away, and then when you're done with it, you have to unplug it. God.
What do they call it? A non-Steam game, right? So let's actually demo this right now. So I'm in Steam. Okay, you say add a game. Add a non-Steam game. Okay? So how does this work? Is this program? what? Search list. Select the program to add to your Steam library. Let's say, for example, I wanted to add Hollow Knight. So we could test it and see if it works, right? How do I do that? Use the search. Yeah, but what's Hollow Knight called?
I agree. I also thought he was buff now. Shouldn't he be able to balance that on the end of his fucking nose?
How would I find Hollow Knight? Where is it even installed on my PC? Browse for EXE. Well, that's going to bring up every EXE on my computer. How do you know the name? See, you have to browse for the EXE. How do I know the name of the executable for Hollow Knight? How would I in program files?
I can't listen to this man have a fucking breakdown about
hidden files somewhere. This is sounding pretty dumb to me.
You sound pretty dumb to me. Here we are.
So you're saying see users. Okay. My name. Here it is.
I don't know. This might be funny.
And then app data. Okay, I see it. And then local. And then packages.
What packages? Amazon packages?
And then Team Cherry. Okay, there's 2 Team Cherry folders. That one's Silksong. This one must be Hollow Knight. And now, hey, look at this. System app data.
You can't say look at this and then not show. Whatever. You can't say look at this and show nothing.
Oh my god. WGS? Okay. It's still not there. There's still more folders. It's still not there. There's even more folders. Yeah. So I just went through the whole file path I was told to go through. Still couldn't find the executable. So already, I'm serious. I already fucking give up. Basically, what you would have to do to add any of these games. Can anyone actually tell me how to add it? Like if you have the regular Hollow Knight installed on your PC, how do you get that added to Steam? Because I'd like to test the Steam controller right now via this method, but it seems like such a fucking stupidly complicated bullshit thing to do. Try clicking and opening properties on the desktop shortcut. Okay. Let me find it. Okay, here it is. Properties. Okay. Open file location. What the fuck? I clicked open file location. It opened up Edge browser without showing the file. It didn't even open the file. So that doesn't even work.
Here comes Guitar Player coming in hot. Yet another reason I stick to consoles. Yeah, we know, Dent. Good luck learning how to tie your own fucking shoes this week. Benny, thanks for being a member, honey, for 5 months. I appreciate you. Great to see you live again. Boo, Phil, get a job, right? This guy sucks.
This is stupid.
You're stupid.
Where is it? It doesn't even show where the fuck it is. Advanced? Yeah, it won't even show me. It literally won't show me where the file is located. In the shortcut. It's not there. This is hilarious. I'm looking everywhere. It won't. All it shows is the shortcut. It won't show you what it links to. So you can go to the original file. It won't show it. Oh my god.
Look at him, like desperately looking for help. Oh my god, please. Oh my god, please, someone save me. Someone tell me what to do. Tell me what to do.
The bomb says, try going into Game Pass. You mean the Xbox app. And going to Hollow Knight looking for...
I swear this dude can't do anything himself, and he didn't build PCs back in the day. Yeah, supposedly he built them. Yeah, but he can't find a file
an option
for
in
the
Game
game.
Pass that says open the folder. This is hilarious. You see what I mean about how nonsensical this shit is?
Is it nonsensical, or are you just stupid? People are often afraid of what they don't understand.
So here's Hollow Knight. See in store, add to play, manage, uninstall, share. Maybe manage?
He doesn't want to show us a screen. He doesn't know what all is going to be revealed. So, Chia, thanks for being a member for 3 months, honey. Big ups. Appreciate you.
Create a desktop shortcut, files. Installed to... Aha! It's on my D drive. Ha 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 ha!
Do you know what the D drive is? Is it in the room with us right now?
I've got it. Finally, I've got it. Let's see if I can find the executable. Here it is. I found it.
Okay.
So now how do I add this to Steam? I know where it is. Browse. Okay, I gotta manually browse. I think I can do it this way. Xbox games. Hollow Knight. Here it is. Hollow Knight
Oh,
EXE.
boy.
You don't have permission to open the file. Contact the administrator.
Oh, my God in heaven.
Oh, God. I have no idea how you do that.
I don't know how to do that. Big fucking shocker. Shocker.
So anyway, yeah, so
this stupid asshole doesn't know how to do something. Thanks for the 5, honey. Not gonna lie, this is pretty funny. I learned how to do this shit when I was 7, and this pseudo intellectual is ready to give up in 3 minutes. Oh, did you hear him? I don't know, so I'm just gonna give up. I don't know, so I've just decided I don't care anymore. Great job, guy. Great job. Super jerk. Thanks for being a member for 2 months. I was talking about Pokemon Gale of Darkness or Coliseum. It will hurt me bad if he plays those, but he won't because they're super old. And Fire Red is essentially Pokemon Red from the 90s. So if he can't name the Pokemon, I've never played either of those games. So if you can't nickname the Pokemon, you are safe. He will never play them. The only reason why he wants to play the Pokemon games is if you can give them nicknames or whatever the case may be. Movie Sign, thanks for the 5. So does this mean he didn't log into his own computer as an admin? You are a moron, Dave.
see how this is not even worth my time? It really isn't. It's just a joke.
Shit, if you think it's not worth your time, imagine what people who actually have things to do like all of us, imagine how we're fucking feeling. Okay, Griffey, thanks for the 2. Is this really happening? If this is an act, wow. No, this is him. You know, don't be, you know, this is him.
It's an absolute joke. Here, should we this full control? All
Remember, we envy his intelligence. Oh, we're all stupid, retarded, knuckle-dragging mouth droolers with 2 brain cells that are brother and sister.
application packages should have full control. Forget it. It's Windows is so stupidly complicated. I have to go into
Windows is so... Sir. What?
17 different menus to make this an admin. Well, not even to make all users can edit the file. 17 different menus. Forget it. It's Windows is so stupidly complicated. I have to go into 17 different menus.
Windows is so stupidly complicated.
Forget it. It's Windows is so stupidly complicated. I have to go into 17 different menus to make this an admin. Well,
is this meaningful content, Toxie? None of this shit is meaningful content. No.
not even to make all users can edit the file. Even though I am the admin and I'm logged in as admin, it's still not set like that. So I can't even easily just add it to Steam, so fuck it. And that's what I mean, like, who's going to care about that shit? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find every game that I want to play with Steam controller. First, I have to find what the executable is. Then I have to manually edit the executable so that you can change it and add it to Steam. Then you got to manually add it to Steam, and then it probably still won't work. It'll probably be another hoop to jump through, another problem. Fuck it. It's just a dumb thing. Oh, it's so easy. You could easily just add it to Steam. No, you can't.
Learned helplessness right there. Learned helplessness. Oh, well, I couldn't figure it out in 4.5 minutes. Fuck it. I'll never do it. Fuck it. Oh, well. This controller that I've wasted hundreds of dollars on, I won't figure out how to use it with more than 6 games. Fuck it. Oh, well. I make insurmountable amounts of money from retards off the internet who keep throwing it at me. And I don't appreciate anything I pay for with other people's money. So fuck it. Who cares? Great job. Big ups, pimp.
That's PC gaming in a nutshell. Nothing is easily done. It's all overly complicated with 20 hoops to jump through to do something very fucking simple that you should be able to do in 2 seconds because a bunch of nerds made it. And the nerds are so up their own ass with their code, they don't understand that it has to be user-friendly. They just don't.
Up their ass with their code? Don't you just click to add the game? Like, what are you talking about?
Get it, because all they do is sit there coding all fucking day. They probably can't even butter their bread or make a ham sandwich, but they can code.
This from the man who has to have his wifey poo make all his meals for him.
Anyway, forget this bullshit.
Oof,
so anyway,
okay.
Because Forza is an Xbox native game, what I think I'm going to do is this coming Tuesday, we will try Forza Horizon 6, but I think to start, we're going to see how does it run on the PC. We'll test it, but I think I'm going to use my Razer Wolverine controller, and we'll support it, but we want the wheel so badly, then maybe it'll be worth it lugging the wheel out of the fucking closet. But to be honest, right now, it's not.
So you have to show up and give me hundreds of dollars to make me feel like it's worth it to bring out the wheel. But unless you give me hundreds of dollars up front, you don't get the wheel. Go fuck yourself. The wheel that you don't even use, I use. This is going to go over real good.
I'm going to be honest, I don't think the game's going to do very well. I feel like this game will do okay, but it's not going to be crazy because it's already been so oversaturated and overexposed all over the internet because Microsoft is desperate to try to get people to play a game from their studios now because all their games have flopped. And remember, they're trying to do a big stage, a big comeback here. So they literally gave the game to everyone. Like any influencer who has any contact with PR or whatever, they got it for free. They got the advanced copy for free. Because remember, everyone gets it via Game Pass, but they got the advanced copy early. So because of that, Yeah, everyone's already played it and overexposed the shit out of it. And like I said, most people are clowning on the game, saying, "Oh look, you drive and hit giant bowls of ramen. Oh look, you can race a fucking Gundam." What is this shit? Is this what actually happens in real Japan? No, it's like a cartoony, clownish version of a racing game.
Then why are we doing all of this? Then why are you worried about a wheel versus controller? Why don't you just say, "Nah, I think I'll pass on this one"? You know, when you sit and like shit on a game like this, nobody is inclined to come and give you a whole big bunch of money for it.
So because of that, I just don't think many people are going to care. To be honest, I think it'll do like 1 or 2 streams, and after that, people will already be bored with it. I just don't see it doing numbers or anyone really caring when the game's already fully on the internet.
Well, you already sound like you don't care. So if you don't care and you don't believe in it, why the fuck would you expect anybody else to do it? You just literally displayed for all...
One played it for free.
For all 212 people, big ups by the way, you just displayed for all 212 people who watch you every fucking day that you have absolutely no stick-to-itiveness, no drive, and no knowledge. And now you're shit-talking the game on top of that. Who's going to show up and support this positively? You'll just say, "Fuck it, I don't like it. This is stupid. I quit. I give up." You sound like a 15-year-old boy. FYI. You are a grown-ass man acting like this.
Because Microsoft handed it out like candy. So, yeah. I guess we'll see.
Ooh, you taste that? Taste that? Tastes like salt to me.
See how it does on Tuesday, and we'll go from there. But I just want you to curtail your expectations. No, I'm not going to lug the giant wheel and shit out of the closet, hook it up, not even...
The giant wheel! Look out, he's got the fucking wheel from Price is Right in that fucking closet. That is a giant wheel, dickhead. Not that thing you use for cuck sim.
Know if it's going to fully work with the game or not, just for the stream to not do well anyway.
I want to race a Gundam. Like, I don't know. That sounds pretty cool. I'd do it.
Because the game's overexposed. Okay, the stream does...
Like, who cares if it's stupid? Oh, God forbid. Don't have any fucking fun with anything.
Well, people are like, "Yeah, we'll come back at the wheel. Then maybe I'll do it." But I'm not going to bother with it at this point.
Dude, nobody fucking cares. Nobody is concerned about you. Nobody. No one in the history of ever is concerned about you. So take a deep breath. Sean, thanks for the 220. Dude is pre-wage quitting. That's a new one. Yeah, we've set up the wage quit. We're good to go.
Game, I actually feel that if Xbox didn't do what they did, the game might have even been done better. But here's what's going to happen. Everyone right now is talking about Forza Horizon 6 right now because everyone got it for free. And all the influencers are playing it right now because they were told to.
Except me, I didn't get a copy. I'm really butthurt about it.
That will be done within the week. So by the end of this week, effectively, Forza Horizon 6 will be done with. Everyone will have moved on to the next thing, and no one's going to talk about the game. So, that's a shame with the way they handled it. I don't think they should have handled it this way. I do feel like it's unfortunate.
Yeah, we know that you don't think it should have been handled like that. God forbid somebody gets something. You know what's so wild is he's mad that a bunch of people got copies before he did, but listen to how badly he talks about it. He's mad that somebody got something that he didn't, that he don't even fucking want.
That they decided to basically make a giant media push and overexpose.
Everybody else got it before me, so it's stupid and it's bad and it's awful. Then what you gonna play it for, though? But you gonna play it, though. But you don't even want to. Like, sir, a lane, you have to pick one. You can only choose one lane.
Because you can always tell when someone, "Oh, I never play a driving or racing game, but somehow I have this game early and I'm playing it this weekend." Gee, I wonder what could possibly be going on there. It's not like, Xbox reached out to every fucking influencer on the planet to play their game, right? Did you know that they flew influencers to Japan and said, "Oh, look, it's the Forza Horizon Festival"? No, it wasn't. But basically, they had a fake IRL Forza Horizon Festival where they gave influencers a full week-long paid vacation in Japan, kissed their butts, gave them free food, free transportation, free everything.
But not
and an early copy of the game, so when they come back, they would cover the game positively.
But
yes, they
not
did that.
you.
What a shocking surprise that they're glazing and schmoozing with fucking influencers to get them to say that this game is good, right?
Oh, baby
it's just
boy
sad to see what the industry has
angry.
become. You know, it is. Because the truth is, anyone who...
It's really bad what this industry has become. So listen, you guys, King's Tax looking a little light over here. You want to give me a couple bucks? Oh, man, this industry. Such a fucking shame what's happened here. Jesus Christ. Thanks for the 5. Programmer here. Phil is what we call a Layer 8 bug, an issue between the keyboard and the chair. When you ask for the user's age, expect the answer apples.
that happened to is literally never going to give you an honest opinion of the game whatsoever. They're, of course, going to be influenced and say that the game is good. So why on earth would you ever watch the content of someone who just got glazed and got a free week-long trip to Japan for this fucking video game? The answer is you shouldn't, but the common viewer just isn't smart. So people will just watch and believe it. So, oh, look, the game is so good. Yeah, you just got back from fucking Japan. You got flown to Japan for a week, you had a paid vacation for your family. Of course you think the game is good. Anyway, yeah, it kind of takes the fun and the hype out of the game. It does, to see it so overexposed so early. So, we'll see what happens on Tuesday and go from there. But, to be honest, I'm not really expecting that much from it. I think it'll be Forza Horizon again, only with nice graphics and set in Japan, but it's going to be the same kind of formula. And, you know, I mean, I'll be honest, I think I've always liked it more than the audience. I like the formula and I enjoy the game, but the
Oh, but now he likes it, though.
audience is always like, oh,
Just shitting on it so hard. Oh, but he likes it now, though.
that's too samey, you're doing the same open world shit over and over. And they're right. You're always drifting, you're always doing the speed traps, you're always doing the little mini races, you're doing the stunt jumps, you're grabbing collectibles. It's the same open world.
Ronan, thanks for the 5. This is absolutely utter pathetic. This dipshit retard is 44 years old and crying about a game that people were given access to because he can't play it. Right, and he don't even want to. You can hear how it's just gonna be the same fucking thing. Well, it sounds like they tried to incorporate some new things, racing a Gundam and, I don't know, something about ramen or something. I don't know, my fatty senses were tingling. I'm a woman of calories. I was intrigued. All you gotta do is say ramen. Now, my ears will perk up. This sounds like maybe they were trying to do something new or interesting, but you just shit on it. But it's exactly the same. Sir, you're driving across an 8-lane freeway right now, and you need to pick one of them. Just one. You only get one lane.
Fetch quest stuff for like 20 hours, and in between, usually there's like 5 to 10 big set piece races, and those are the highlights of the game. But you have all this filler
Nailed it, Jerry. Sour ass fucking grapes.
crap in between that's just not very fun. And I don't know why they made another one that's the same game. Like, why couldn't you do anything innovative with it? It's the same game again 6 times. Like, damn. Like, listen, as much as I criticize certain games, right? Like Street Fighter, okay?
I was gonna say Street Fighter 6, and didn't you buy the game 3 different fucking times and 2 fucking fight sticks?
Yeah, I criticize every Street Fighter, but at least
Pot, your kettle is calling.
between each Street Fighter, they try something different. You know, with Street Fighter 5, they had different V-triggers. Street Fighter 6 is Drive Rush. There's always a new thing they're implementing to try to innovate. This game apparently hasn't tried in, like, 4 or 5 games. It's the same game over and over.
But when a new Call of Duty comes out, he's on it. Oh, total, for 100%. When a new Pokemon game comes out, when a new Mario game comes out, when a new Zelda game comes out, when a new Call of Duty comes out, these franchises that have been around for 10, 20, 30 plus years. Yeah, he's on that shit.
So anyway, we'll see what happens when we play it on Tuesday. We'll give, you know me, I give everything an early shot. You know what I'm saying? I do.
Yeah, you really sound like you're going to give the game a fair shot. That sounds like that's exactly what you're going to do.
I give everything an equal shot, a fair shot. I don't judge early. All I know is
No, none of this has been early judgment. Nope, you cannot say that. Nothing here has been judgy of any variety. Of that we can be certain.
wanted not to be exposed to this game early, and it was unavoidable, and that's Xbox's fault. That's literally their fault for giving it to every possible influencer, which then just meant everyone played it, and therefore all the content of the game is already on the internet. Like, there's nothing I'll be surprised at playing this game now on Tuesday, because I've seen it all. It's all been memed and pushed all over the internet. So I don't know why they...
Well, why are you watching it? I thought you didn't spoil games. Why are you watching all this? Were you just sitting on social media your whole day off? I thought you had things to do.
thought they were going to sell copies that way.
Don't worry about how many copies they sell. Jesus Christ, get your grubby, sticky little fingers out of everyone's pocket. Leave everyone's pocket alone.
But I'll still give it an honest try, and we'll see what happens. Guitar player, first of all, 59 months as a member, and he says, this is yet another
Great job, Dent.
reason I stick to console. Hey, when you're on console, as much as I've criticized consoles in the last 2 years since I became a PC gamer, it stands to reason, the reasoning of you're a console gamer for ease
PC gamer who can't add a game to Steam.
of use, you're doing it right. Like, that's the one major reason to stay a console gamer. You don't have to worry about configurations. You don't have to worry about tweaking the drivers. You don't have to worry about, oh, this isn't working, so now I have to find a workaround on the
Nope, that's right. Guitar player can keep eating his crayons, drinking his glue, and play his console games. That's right.
internet and modding this and fucking with this. And, oh, look, you buy the peripheral, you plug it in, it works. You buy the game, you load it, it works.
Move on.
So there you go.
move
I'm not
on,
going to ever
dude.
argue with someone. If that's your reasoning, you are probably doing it right. Okay? And the guitar player did a $5 super chat as well. Now, on the flip side of that, I'm certainly not going to lie. Since I became a PC gamer 2 years ago, I have had...
You can't say things like, I became a PC gamer. When, like, when what just happened, My brother in Christ. You can't do that. Dude, what?
probably, 5 times better graphical experiences. I have had my horizons opened wide for the games that I can play. I played a big, wider variety of games, including indie games and things, and I've had the widest variety of controls available since I became a PC gamer. So there's pros and cons for sure. You know, like there's definitely a mix there when it comes to PC versus console gaming. Okay. All right, so what we're doing tonight on the late stream is pretty interesting.
Whoa, did you check that
We're actually
siege
bringing back-
mode? Whoa, what was that? What was that siege mode?
Okay. All right, so
That's a very... There we go. It's a very defensive stance to take. When someone folds their arms across their chest like that, it's very defensive. He leaned back away from the camera and just like, look at his face. Yikes.
what we're doing tonight on the late stream is pretty interesting. We're actually bringing back the game tryout nights. So what does that mean? Tonight, first thing we're going to do together is we're going to jump into Steam, and I'm going to ask you guys for game recommendations. I'm going to look up the games you recommend
Yeah, I'm not
for the first time and see if they're any good. I think what will happen is we'll probably just play more games tomorrow. Then tonight and tomorrow night's late streams, we'll have tried a good variety of games and probably add a few things. Hopefully we'll find some unique games that we can start playing this week, post-game content, and we're going to have to move on. Sorrows, we're in World 5 out of 9, but I've noticed that it definitely is dying out in popularity. Like Sorrows, at first people were more interested.
Means no money.
But now, because it's a lot more grindy, I don't know how much longer it's going to last or people are going to get bored. Maybe people will keep sticking around and supporting it. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll find out. But, you know, that's a kind of a maybe for the rotation. Directive 8020, we're going to beat the game when we play it again tomorrow. And then after that, we'll decide do we want to do maybe a one-off night stream where we actually do alternate choices in it or whatever. But that also is going to conclude very soon. And then outside of that, you know, what else are we actually doing as major playthroughs? Well, we're going to try Forza Horizon 6. See? So actually, we have a week or two. There's not that much going on, and we're going to finish some stuff. So we will be looking for some new stuff for a week or two until the end of the month. At the end of the month, we got both 007 First Light, as well as the Lego Batman game that looks really good. So once we get to the end of May, I think we'll have some good stuff to juggle. But we're going to need some stuff in between. It might be a good opportunity to get some new stuff off of Steam and the like. So, okay. So yesterday was my day off, and it was my only day off of the week. Therefore, it meant that I had to crush a whole bunch of stuff into the one day off that I had. We were supposed to get Bad Thunder.
Doesn't sound like you crushed it sounds like you stayed on social media all weekend.
Now, for the record, I live in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. We almost never get thunderstorms. It's insanely rare. We get rain.
You guys, the sky was loud.
Usually the rain we get is, you know, mild to medium rain. We're going to have thunderstorms. Like, oh, crap. Well, there was some other stuff that I was planning on doing. But I said, well, because we're going to get these thunderstorms, we won't do it then. We'll have to hold off to do these other things, right?
What other things? You don't go outside.
Guess what we didn't get yesterday? Any thunderstorms. They said there was an 86% chance of heavy thunderstorms. We received zero thunder, zero lightning, zero wind. There was a tiny bit of rain that passed within like 5 to 10 minutes. It was like a quick downpour and it was gone.
You know that 86% chance doesn't mean 86% chance. When it says 86%, it means 86% of your area could potentially see that kind of weather.
And that was it. We watched, what did we watch yesterday? Jeez. We watched a zoo walkthrough, which one went to a zoo, and it was like a first-person walkthrough, so you can see a lot of cool animals in HD. We watched a zoo walkthrough, which one...
They watched a zoo. Stop.
Went to a zoo.
Stop.
So, I planned my day around with...
No, we gotta hear this again. I'm sorry. What now? I'm sorry. I had to get over the retardation about the weather. Now there's a whole new thing happening. Everybody hold on to your ass.
They said was going to happen, and it was a complete waste. The good news is my wife and I did get to relax a lot. We watched, what did we watch yesterday? Jeez. We watched a zoo walkthrough, which one went to a zoo, and it was like a first-person walkthrough. So
Somebody went to the zoo, and we watched a zoo walkthrough. Someone went to the zoo and we watched a zoo walkthrough on YouTube.
See a lot of cool animals in HD. We watched a few food vlogs. People who are considered like food tourists who go through like Europe and try different kinds of foods from like different countries. What else did we do? We did quite a few things. We listened to some music, some relaxing music, which was nice.
No, you didn't do anything. You want to talk about running all these errands. It sounds like all you did was sit on Twitter, watch everything about the new Forza game that people got, that you did get really salty and butthurt about it, and watch YouTube videos.
The jazz music. Of course, we hung out and played with Jasper Kitty. And we had some Mexican food for dinner. I had a giant chicken fajita burrito. It's not the burrito you pick up and eat like this. It's the one you have to fork and knife it because it's like smothered in sauce and stuff, but no cheese. But it was good. It was beans, rice, a whole bunch of chicken. You know, seasonings, a bunch of veggies, which is really good. So it was pretty darn good. So we had a pretty decent day. You know, it was all right. It could have been better because we had plans to do more that we canceled for no reason because the weather they claimed was going to happen never happened, right?
You were going to do something like that. Again, that implies that they were going to do something outdoors and they didn't. What were they going to do? Sean, thanks for the 220. He's just trying to get bullied now. Holy fuck.
Huh? People person, I'm sure I probably saw that. He said, did you see the Weatherman episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm? I didn't see the final season. I was like Adam the Woo or the Carpetbag and say, oh, I watched this channel. People would go harass the channel. As dumb as that sounds, that's how insanely fucking stupid my detractors and obsessed losers are. They actually go and harass people simply because DSP has watched a video. So
that has never happened. That would never happen. Why on earth would anybody do that?
I would never tell you what I watch.
He doesn't know what he watches. He plops the wife in front of YouTube so he can pull Hogan's. It's like putting on Barney and setting your kid in front of Barney or Arthur or whatever the fuck so that you can go and do what you want to do. Like swipe on Tinder or whatever the fuck. You put the kid in front of the TV and then you can go fuck off and pull Hogan's and get drunk.
Actually, here's what I remember when I went to Medieval.
Sean says, like, why even mention, a zoo walkthrough? Right. Just say, like, you watched YouTube videos. Like, why make it pathetic?
Times. I remember liking the show. I thought the show was fun, but being a kid, like, oh, I don't really like this food. So like, my parents liked it, but I didn't like it as much because I was like, this is like, not what a kid would normally eat. So I didn't really enjoy the food at all, but I liked the show. He's a silly guy. He's doing fun stuff, and, he's in a transitional period right now because of the seasons kind of being in between. Like, it's not hot, but it's not cold, and each day is different. It's very weird. We have one week where it's 80 degrees outside hot, and then the next week it's cold. He's, he's one day, he'll be hanging out with us on the couch the next day, but the season isn't consistent.
I'm sorry, I don't care about Jasper or the weather.
Steve, I think we're going to jump into Steve tonight. Ugh. Yeah, Jasper's been shedding a lot. We keep bringing the brush out and brushing him, and a ton of hair comes off, and it's like, okay. And then 2 days pass. We're like, oh, let's brush him again. We brush him, and a ton of hair comes off again. We're like, we just brushed you. How do you have this much hair coming off?
He's losing his winter coat, asshole. It happens annually.
No, because we don't know what his actual age was when we got him, but he could be older. He's still pretty spry. He's still young. Oh, no, we've had him for many years. Many years. He actually started sneezing along with us. Like, remember a week or two ago and stuff, just like us. So he had the same allergies we have.
To what? Dust and grime and mildew and filth? Yeah, I would imagine that would make you sneeze in that dump.
When you do too much of the same thing, too close to itself, it ends up killing the hype for it. Like, for example, let's say that all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Bethesda announces Elder Scrolls 6 is coming out in November. Okay? If people were like, hey, will you replay Skyrim in October? I'd be like, no. Why not? Because if I play Skyrim in October, people are going to be all Elder Scrolls out by the time that Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. They're not going to watch Elder Scrolls and Elder Scrolls. So kind of the same thing here. If I were to play Star Fox or Star Fox 64 right now, then when the new one comes out, I'll start playing like, oh, you're playing the same kind of game again? You don't want to do too much.
Oh my God,
at the very
move
last
on.
minute, someone tipped $5, and I didn't count it for the stream, but they said, hey, good games, and I think that it was actually someone who I had played, which I didn't realize. So I think by the end of the night, I made like $75, and I was like, wow, that's actually my worst stream in ages. And I was shocked that they did that poorly because people have been asking for me to play fighting games and play fighting games that I like and I'm good at, stop the rage, but instead show off my skill. And that's exactly what I was doing. It didn't seem to resonate. When you have low attendance and support, that's bad. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was just a one-off thing because the week before had done really well. So I don't know if it's just a one-off bad night, or if people are telling me they just don't want old school fighting games, don't bother, in which case I guess we just don't do Friday Night Fights anymore, right? Unless we come up with a new game that people care about. Like, I do know that later this year there's going to be that Avatar fighting game, and then much later in the year there's the Marvel Tokon game. We could try both. But if neither of those stick or resonate, then I guess we just don't do fighting games until maybe Street Fighter 6 does something with an update that I care about. Like maybe next year or later this year they do a new season pass with DLC characters I want to play. But outside of that, like, I'm not going back to Street Fighter 6 for Ingrid, one of the worst characters, joke characters ever in Street Fighter history that everyone detests. That's just a fucking slap in the face, and I'm not wasting time on that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm very confused because, like I said, one week it did great and the next week it did poorly. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Star Warning, thanks for the 2. As an avid zoo goer, go to the goddamn zoo, Phil.
Learn from that. Like, I want to do Friday Night Fights again this week, but do I want to keep doing it and it's the slowest stream of the week historically? No, I don't.
But do I want to keep showing up and not making any money? No.
I don't want to have that happen, So I don't know. You tell me. By the way, Broadcast, thank you for 6 months as a member. I appreciate that. Okay. Okay, so, all right. Let's now chill for a bit. What I would say is let's open up the Q&A. Let's see what people want to talk about. You got any hot topics or anything you want to discuss today? Tag me in either chat, and let's talk a bit until we get kind of bored, and then we'll, we'll break for our setup here to get onto Switch 2 and play some Pokemon today.
I was hoping he'd complain a little bit more about the $70 on Friday night, but damn, didn't get what I wanted. We don't always get what we want in life. That's okay. But I was hoping he would have been a little bit more salty about it.
There's no point in having those delivered at all. Then you probably have to have some of the boss characters, maybe not all of them, but some of the boss characters that were considered, core to the franchise, I would say. You always want to have at least 4 new characters.
Ooh, here we go. Dark Side Kim Jong-un. Oh boy. How come the only time you're an honest dude is when you tell us the amount of money we gave you wasn't acceptable? Oh, this will go over good.
Is my take. So let's say the 8 original.
He probably won't even read it, but if he does.
Let's say some of the bosses, so maybe like you could have like, I don't know, like Bison, Vega, but then maybe you grab characters from like Street Fighter 4, Jury, I don't know, Karen, throw her in there. Then 4 new characters. So already you have 16. And then maybe 4 fan favorites from other franchises, or maybe fan favorites from like previous iterations, like 1 character from Third Strike, 1 character from Alpha that hasn't been around in a while, something like that. But the key for a successful fighting game, you need to have the variety in the gameplay styles. The entire game can't be everyone plays the same. You have to have 1 character that's a rushdown character, 1 character that's a keep away character, 1 character that's a grappler, 1 character that's a hybrid, 1 character that's a zoner. You see what I'm saying? All of that is valuable. You need to have that.
I see what you're saying, but I'm not listening to you.
That game is such a simpleton's game. Literally, it doesn't matter who you select. Almost all the characters play the same combo into another life, and they're at the game. With a $5 super chat and a really toxic message. Thanks for $5. I appreciate that.
Well, didn't read it.
I really do. Maybe if you send another 2 or 3 super chats, I'll actually entertain your question and answer.
I'm telling you, man, he's getting more money in troll tips than we realize.
Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero, no. That game was game. That game died competitively within the month that it was out. I absolutely am. It looks great.
Sir?
Pot of Greed, yes, I would consider. I would absolutely consider any kind of game when we do our tryouts night tonight. I don't know. That is actually a legitimately tough question for bad reasons, because I've been asked so many dumb questions all over the years that it would be way too hard to remember what the dumbest one was. Are you playing today? Meanwhile, I'm on the stream where the title says the name of the game and the thumbnail is the game. So right now, if someone came on and says, "Hey Phil, what game are you playing today?" It says Pokemon Fire Red in the title and.
Oh boy.
Joseph, I can't remember off the top of my head the dumb questions. You know what I mean? I'm not someone who like sat here and archived them, and I get so many thrown at me on a daily basis. It's hard to conspiracy theories that people come up with about stuff that just have absolutely no basis in reality, but they make it up to try to either have content on the internet that's clickbait shit, or because they want to feel so bad or so good about themselves by trying to act like things for me are bad when they're not. Like my wife and I have a really good relationship. We really do. Like behind the scenes, we absolutely love our life together, and we can't wait for it to get better. Like we've been this year doing some big improvements. Redoing the house, cleaning stuff out, building a nice new room that we have that we can spend time in. We're gonna get an exercise machine. Like all this stuff is awesome stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure she really wants a home gym. Every lady's dream. I say to myself often, "Damn, I wish I had a home gym."
We're doing in our private life. That's excellent stuff that we're improving. And then these idiots actually make shit up like, "Oh, your life is horrible, and you hate your wife. If your wife hates you, she's leaving you." Where are you talking about? And where are you even getting anything like that?
Hey, y'all, you very well may hate each other, but she likes your money too much, so she won't actually leave you, and you are afraid of her because, I mean, for God's sake, if she leaves you, I mean, who the fuck would have you? And so she stays for the money, and you don't even fucking like her, but again, you don't want to die alone, wedged behind the bathroom door, inaccessible to the paramedics, so what you gonna do?
At all. Like, there's no inkling of that whatsoever.
Kind of just 2 grown people looking at each other going, I could do better, maybe, but I could also do worse, so I'm just gonna stay here. Cool? All right, cool.
Because number one, I don't share any private shit. So if ever there was anything going
No, you don't share anything private. I think PPP would need a minute for rebuttal.
on in my private life, you would never know, and neither should you. That's something that that no content creator, I feel, should be sharing publicly with the internet. That's private stuff between you and your significant other. Like, why would anyone need to know about that? And we've been together many years now and absolutely love our life. Like, actually, my life has been much better ever since I met her, and just keeps getting better over time as things get less stressful for us because things are going well. Things are getting better. So if ever there was going to be stress, it would have immediately been that it would have been back when things were at their worst, right? When things are falling apart, I didn't know if I was going to be able to pay the bills. I didn't know if I was going to lose my house, right? That was probably the most stressful time of our life. That was many years ago. Things are so much better now. Why would things be falling apart now? That doesn't even make sense. She met...
Sure it does. Things can be good for a long time and then fall apart. What are you talking about?
...me, and was with me through the toughest times. We've already gotten through them. So now, we're at the part where we earned this light...
People can be unhappy whenever they're unhappy. You can be with a spouse and still leave them even though they're not going bankrupt.
...at the end of the tunnel moment that we're at. Things are good now. You see?
The fact that you just had to do, like, all that fucking explaining about it, I don't know, campaigning for happiness awful hard. That's weird. That's weird. We're happy. We're so happy. We're so good.
Oh,
all right, man.
Too.
All right, man. Okay, fuck.
V. Souza says, your detractors were absolutely convinced that Lumix was your editor. For those who don't know, Lumix is a Wings of Redemption detract conspiracy theory to the garbage bin. Yeah, they were...
No one cares.
What evidence do you have? Nothing. Like, literally, we just guessed that probably is your editor. Oh, okay. For what reason? Oh, just because we want to have something to post about and have content on. Do you have any evidence? Do you have any actual rational thought, or is it all just you're making shit up so you can talk about nonsense and act like it's facts so you have fake content to make? Oh, okay. And by the way, I wish Lumix the best. I hope that he has a speedy recovery. That's awful. He was in a terrible automobile accident, I believe, and like half of his body was smashed. So he has like...
Wow, way to like share everyone's like fucking personal information, man. Move on, move on, move on. I don't care who does your editing. Don't be poo touchy. Don't worry about who does this guy's fucking editing. It's some fucking weirdo. Don't get poo touchy. Reel it in. Don't be gross. Don't worry. Some stupid asshole. That's all you need to know. Probably this fucking idiot.
Operation says, let me see this. Would you do trolling gameplay? Play a game like Fall Guys solo. You can get all the fans to join and turn the entire game in your favor. Back-to-back victories would be funny. Huh? Well, what you're saying is you think that if I were to play Fall Guys, people would join the game to help me? That would be the opposite. If I played Fall Guys, people would join the game to troll me and get me to lose. Because that's how they are. That's how the internet is.
They did. He has played Fall Guys. It's actually really funny. They get him to, like, fall off the edge and shit. It's pretty good.
So that's why I don't play games like that. Plus, people would undoubtedly be making names that are, like, massive insults, doxing, all kinds of shit to try to fuck around. So that's why I don't do that stuff. Do people even still play Fall Guys? No. The player base has mostly fallen off. It's a very small player base now. Yes, I am in the new He-Man movie. That is correct. That is absolutely correct. People person, see, this has been a rumor going on for a while. He says, another strong rumor is Bethesda will do a surprise drop of Fallout. Comes from when Xbox was going to buy Activision Blizzard. Because if you remember, there was a document that was leaked that was not supposed to be leaked during that.
I don't remember. I have a life. Moving on.
Second fucking time. They did it. Second time. Season 2. Oh, look, it's a good season. Oh, look. Oh, no products to sell you that are Fallout. Oh, okay, stupid. I don't know much about Xenoverse 3. I played Xenoverse 1 and 2. I thought 1 was okay. I thought 2 was way too repetitive and too similar to 1. I don't know if I would play 3.
Oh, man. Clearly you're out of things to talk about. Come on, it's top of the hour. Wrap it up. Call it done. You don't even have anything to say. You don't even know what to say or what to do.
Forza Horizon always has a heavy licensed soundtrack, always. I hope it has a streamer mode this time that actually works, because they actually did have a streamer mode in previous ones, and they still got claimed anyway. So hopefully there's a working streamer mode in this one. You know, if not, it's just going to have to be, I guess, I erase 7,000 music tracks from the videos as they get claimed. I am going to try out the 7th Guest remake of Bella. Yes, I'm interested in it. It's pretty unique having a adventure mystery game from the 90s that used to be one of the biggest PC games ever becoming a modern game with upscaled graphics and stuff. It's pretty crazy. I don't know if it's going to work for a lengthy playthrough, but I at least want to give it a try.
I'm more than likely not going to watch the Pokemon. It's post-game. You know, he became the quote-unquote Pokemon master. He beat the Elite Four. He beat the rival. It's just post-game stuff now. So, which Fire Red, you know, offers. And so, to be fair, it's not that much. It's not very interesting to me. Have I seen his muscular legs? He does not have muscular legs. So the answer is no. None of us have. Because he doesn't have them.
I don't know what that is. Uniqueness is I'm thinking about getting the Metro Saga bundle. Is it worth it? It sounds like what was a bundle of what the Metro game.
Oh, boy. Mr. Schedule here. You're late.
What is my biggest goal to achieve this year? I don't know if I have any set, like big milestone goal I'm looking to achieve this year. Obviously, as you've noticed this year, I haven't just sat around doing nothing or doing the same thing. I've tried quite a few different things since this year started, right? New equipment and setup changes, tweaks to certain things, trying occasionally new projects, new kind of things. And that continues. You know, when I see an opportunity, I jump on it and try to see if I can make it work. It doesn't always work. I mean, notably, the biggest thing, obviously, right now is me trying to get my channel noticed in the algorithm at least once or twice. So hopefully I'll get some kind of a crossover and get some new viewers. But that's incredibly hard if you haven't noticed. Because the thing that always got me all of these years, the thing that got me is that people would say, oh, Phil, the reason that DSP Gaming doesn't grow is because you just do raw gameplay. You do your live stream, and then you do your raw gameplay video playthrough. You don't do edited
He had the worst leg atrophy I've ever seen online.
content.
Oh
right?
my
Like,
God,
that's the
that's
reason.
funny.
Everyone's so used to edited content that narrows it down to just the highlights. That's why so many people go check out your detractors, because they're cutting down your content. Like, yeah, they are, but they're cutting it.
He's only at 35. Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys always remind me about he's doing the overtime because the money's
down to toxic
low.
negative stuff. They don't actually accurately highlight everything I'm doing on a stream. They conveniently cut out anything positive and good, and only will try to highlight the bad. But I do get what you're saying, that people want a more streamlined experience in general. Not the common person does not want to sit here and watch a 4 to 5 hour raw stream.
I love that he only pops off and goes viral when somebody else clips him and it's him like doing just the like crashing out or just doing the stupidest fucking shit or failing miserably at a game or something.
And the common person doesn't want to sit there and watch the entirety of the playthrough with the boring parts in it. They want to see highlights, right? So after all these years of everyone saying, do highlights, and I said, all right, I'll finally do them. I'm at a situation where, yeah, I can afford to hire someone to do it, and they could probably put out 1 or 2 a week, and we'll leave that as the highlighted video on the channel, and we'll see what happens, right? In 1 month of doing it, if you haven't noticed, has there been an increase of views on the channel? There's been a little bit. You know, I would argue all the videos that I did this past month, they're the most viewed videos I have on the channel, right? All the highlight videos are by far the most viewed videos, but they haven't made me any money. I don't think that they're really bringing in much of a new viewer base. You know, I think it's much like with YouTube Shorts. The people who are going to come in and watch these highlight videos want more highlight videos. They're not going to come in to watch the highlight video and be like, oh, now I'm going to watch a 5-hour raw live stream. They're going to be like, when's the next highlight? You see? So that's like my goal this year is to stick with it, continue to try to be pertinent with certain kinds of gaming topics and the like, keep making these highlight videos, all right? And essentially try to get this channel into the algorithm in some capacity. At one point, it was working. Like, I was noticing people coming by and leave it to see what works well nowadays. Well, because you want to know, you ready? Number one, the videos that did the absolute best have nothing to do with the actual Steam controller. They have to do with the fact that it sold out right away and the scalpers got them all. Like, no exaggeration, those are the videos that did numbers. Not videos on the actual Steam controller itself, but the controversy around how the pre-ordering failed.
Almost sounds like that's maybe what you should have covered then. But a day late and a dollar short like always, huh, buddy?
How, you know, Valve kind of dropped the ball and how scalpers are selling them. Literally every influencer out there who does any kind of gaming, and the influencers basically spoil the entirety of the game for the internet, including all the big surprises and silly things, and basically the
What's the opposite of an influencer? Phil.
game's been memed to death. There's not much I can really do with that for content. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I could have done is gone on Twitter and shown you the game.
Oh man, this is rough. Just gonna sit here in dead ass silence. Okay. Hello, sir?
Super Bonchan, shut up.
Oh, wow. Just straight being rude. Hey, yes, thanks for the 5. God, he just complains every stream. It's insufferable. Also, it's funny how his viewers want him to react to games like Mixtape, which he didn't play.
I'm gonna say.
Missing the boat on everything. Hello?
Is the Space
Jesus fucking Christ.
Needle nice? I've been to the Space Needle twice. The first time was when I was investigating this area of Washington to see if I wanted to move here. The second time was in 2017, right after my wife had moved here. So once was 2014 and once was 2017. When I went in 2014, it actually was pretty nice. That was a long time ago. That was before the
So was 2017. That was almost 10 years ago now, sir.
crime rode in.
It's only 3 years difference.
And basically, they cut the balls off of all the police out here from being able to do their jobs. So I remember particularly it was a very touristy area. It was very safe. Lots of people just friendly walking around. You know, I would argue heavy police presence, but it was good because they kept everything in order and safe. I remember the Space Needle had a whole bunch of nice souvenirs and shopping on the bottom floor. I remember they had a fudge shop. You could actually buy like handmade fudge.
You would remember the food.
Right there in the Space Needle. And I remember going up and the view was beautiful. The second time that I went was 2017, and I hate to admit it, wasn't as good because they were renovating. And the funny part is, they didn't tell you. So you go there, you buy the tickets, you go up, half the Space Needle was closed. I was like, you didn't tell anyone you were renovating? You just charged
It probably did say somewhere.
full price and acted like it was normal business? So I actually wasn't able to see the entirety of the Space Needle. It was only like half of it. And on top of that, the fudge shop had closed. So I couldn't buy fudge. So it was a double whammy of disappointment.
You know, you can make your own.
That's right.
Just saying.
But then again, that was 9 years ago. So who knows what the Space Needle is like today? It's probably horrendous. From what I'm to understand, yeah, a lot of the touristy areas of Seattle have gotten really bad for crime and stuff. So if you have a relative going there, tell them to be very careful.
I got here late. Did Grandpa complain about the weather yet? He did, like on 2 or 3 separate occasions, actually. Yes, he did. Not the fudge shop. Not the fudge. Hello, sir. If you're extending this to get money, like that's, you know, it is what it is. It's fine, I guess. But like, could you say something? Anything? Hello?
All right, guys. Well,
there we go.
Final
There
few
we go.
minutes to do a little bit of Q&A. If you do a contribution, I'll shout it out.
Ah, there's the bag. There's the please, for the love of God, I'm only at $35. My notes from his last Pokemon stream, maybe a little skewed because that was the day that he got the totally super fucking real, I'm sure, $200 tip. But from my notes here, he caught 9 Pokemon, and I don't think anybody paid to name any of them. But he was sitting at like $237 or something like that.
Before we get set up for Pokemon today, okay? What do you guys want to chat about for the end here?
Maybe how you should get to the gameplay. That would be my hope, that you'd get to the gameplay.
Do I carry a gun? Yes. I have a rocket launcher. I carry it on my back at all times. Correct.
Ugh. Gee, I can't imagine why nobody likes you.
I agree. I'm not even kidding you. When I moved here in 2014, Seattle was amazing. Seattle was a really nice town. Everyone was nice. There was almost no crime at all. Everyone was super friendly. Walking was nice and safe. And like I remember that whole downtown area. So you have the Pop Culture Museum, the Pacific Science Center, the tram that takes you from them into downtown for a ton of shopping and dining. And then you could go right over to the Space Needle area, and then you could just walk a few blocks away from the Space Needle and you're down at the Pike Place Market, which is a whole bunch of awesome shops and dining, and the aquarium is down there on the waterfront and the ferry, and that's the giant Ivar's restaurant that has tons of food and stuff. So all of that was absolutely amazing. No lie. Super fun. You have food and drinks and all kinds of fun stuff, shopping all over the place, and everyone was having a good time. And apparently that entire thing has flipped on its head. It sucks. But it's like I say, the pendulum swings. Sometimes it swings all the way over here, sometimes it swings all the way over there, and sometimes it goes to the middle. Here in Seattle, it went all the way to the left, like way as far to the left as humanly possible. But it can only stay there for so long until people are going to get fed up and want change. And right now, a lot of businesses are saying, we're done. We're just not going to try anymore. There's no point. And they're leaving. And that's hurting the economy locally. And it can only support itself for so long until things will have to change for the better. And I don't think it's going to be a radical change where it's like everyone decides, oh, we're not going to be liberals anymore. We've decided that we're going to do, overnight, we decided we're all going to go conservative. I don't think so. I think that it'll probably always be liberal leaning out here. But what'll happen is you're going to have a more moderate take. instead of it being all the way to the left, crazy, don't punish criminals, don't arrest anyone.
Why are we talking about this on a gaming stream?
It's going to be, okay, we have to have some kind of reason at this point because this isn't working. Our economies have fallen apart. There's no businesses, no jobs anymore. So we have to be more reasonable. And I think that's what's going to happen is they'll kind of go back to the middle again, which is fine. And then, things will start to change. Police will be empowered and rewarded for doing their jobs rather than incarcerated and sued. And, then criminals will actually go to jail, which means that these crime rings that are out here will start to close and shut down because that's the problem. We actually have organized crime rings. People who are paid to walk into a store with a backpack, literally go with certain product that they're told to steal, just go bag it all and literally walk right out the front door. No one stops them. No one arrests them. You call the police. They don't even show up. You have them on video. No one cares. That's the state of our crime out here. It's gotten that bad. The only time the police will show up is do something stupid. And they
Don't those homeless bums know they can just fire up a webcam and ask for some support from dummies for money on YouTube? It works out for our boy Phil. Says bacon, egg, and cheese Kaiser roll on YouTube, which is the funniest thing that's happened on this fucking stream in the last 10 minutes. A man that never leaves his house is worried about crime. Right.
get violent and they get arrested. They just get released.
Why are we talking about this? Come on, move along, move along.
See, Andy, thanks for $5.
Okay, Griffey, thanks for the 2. There is violence on my ears, so make it stop.
He says, what do you think of Scientology?
Pulling overtime before we play Pokemon. I guess we wanted that 2-hour podcast today.
Is this the quartering podcast? Well, let's see. So far, I haven't plugged a GoFundMe. I haven't asked for money for a Kickstarter. I haven't told you that I need to
No, but you said, come on, let's get some support. So you have begged.
fundraise for some new huge event when already I'm a millionaire and I'm building, racetracks and aquariums. I'm not grifting and pretend, acting like I'm some kind of an ultra Christian.
Nah, just wait for 20 minutes till he catches a fucking Weedle and wants you to pay $20 to name it.
Right? I'm certainly haven't pushed any of that kind of narrative, right?
Yet.
So I don't know if we could say it's that bad.
Yet.
Maybe I should. You're right. I mean, seriously, it's nuts. How is it that you can just be like, oh, I have a Kickstarter now. For what? Oh, I've decided I'm going to open a website and I'm going to have a new YouTube channel that I need to finance. I have to finance an editor. I have to finance a news, a news reporter or someone who gathers news articles for me. And I need to finance. I need to buy 20,000 cards. No boxes, no sets. It was all completely sold out. But the weird part was, okay, I was looking at the prices and I was like, they're actually not expensive. Like, I think the single pack of cards was like $3.99 or $4.99, something like that. And the boxes, there was a box that was supposed to be like 36 packs of cards, and it was like under $100. And I was like, so it's actually not an expensive hobby. What makes it expensive is the scalping. It's not that if you were actually able to buy. Yeah. Like if there was actually access to the normal price.
Oh, don't be anxious, super cartoonist, to get to the game. After this, he's going to go and take his 15-minute union mandated break. So, yeah.
Stuff, it might be a viable thing to do for stream content. Like, I play Pokemon a lot. You guys like Pokemon. So maybe every Pokemon stream, we open up some packs of cards or something. Or maybe there's a trigger. Something happens in a Pokemon stream. It's like, oh, let's open cards now or something, right? Like, I think that would be fun.
You're not going to get Pokemon cards, sir, unless you're willing to shank, like, 12 other grown-ass men in a Costco. So just be quiet about Pokemon cards.
Fun. And you got an element of, suspense and build-up. Hey, can I open a pack and we'll have something good in that pack or something like that? But it's, like, impossible to get the cards. Right? It's impossible to buy them. Anywhere. You just can't get them. They're scalped to shit.
No, I'm not going to stream the gameplay. If he would have come back by now from the break, which he already should have, and gotten into the game, then I might hang out for a little bit and see what's going on, see where he is and everything. But I got videos for you guys that I'm working on for the Pokemon playthrough. So in one way, shape, or form, you'll end up seeing it, even though we don't watch it together. I have a makeshift This Is How You Don't Play that's going to come out and be released on Pokemon when he's finally done with it. But yeah, like I say, don't forget, we're coming up on 1:30 here, respectively, his time. And so he's still got to take that break. I ain't sitting through all that shit.
Like, okay, like no lie, like right now, if I could spend like $200 to buy a box of cards that has like tons of packs in it, I would do that right now. But you can't, right? The boxes are selling for like $500 to $1,000, correct? So forget it. Like, just to hell with that nonsense. Like, you're going to completely rip people off? Like, fuck that. But if I could get it for a reasonable price, I would do it. I mean, even...
think that isn't valuable. Yeah, you're not going to be shelling out hundreds and hundreds of dollars for Pokemon cards, my good sir. You just want to go on ahead and just let that thought die right there.
With a $10 tip.
There we go. Did we get to 50? Will he take his break?
Why is that so loud? Henry Stickmin.
Jesus Christ.
Collection. List. All right. We'll look at it tonight. Tonight on the late stream, we're going to be looking at a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, boy, I'll be sure to miss that.
And, all right, I got that added to the wish list. We'll take a look.
Yeah, he's at 50, so I wonder if he's going to wrap it up now.
Thank you so much, Guitar Player. I'm sorry I didn't see it right away, and thank you for telling me. I don't know what happened there, that it was monstrously delayed.
Maybe because you're monstrously delayed.
Let's see. So Big Larry Gaming tipped me $1 and says, I'm thinking after Fire Red, maybe take a break from Pokemon and then replay Scarlet or
He doesn't spend his money on OnlyFans. He doesn't care about sex.
Violet, because the Switch 2 has massively... This would be the last chance if someone wants to chat.
Or give me money.
Or get a shout out for a contribution. Or
there it is. There it goes. And we come full circle.
Let's do it right now. And then we're going to get set up for Pokemon.
We should already be set up for Pokemon.
Elder One, yes. YouTube will always auto-recommend junk. Just ignore those auto-recommendations. When you watch my content, it usually suggests my detractor content. And those people are just unhinged nutjobs. What's up, Faded Shadow?
You can come over here and hang out with this unhinged nut job. I won't ever ask you for any money. You don't have to sub. You don't have to talk. You don't have to do anything. But you won't be talked down to like you're a piece of shit if you ever want to come over here.
So, Pokemon. I say, what are you talking about? We already have talked about this movie. I've reacted to the trailer. Like, what else do you want me to say? I checked that you didn't do anything. So tonight, people will be we'll go to the wish list and we'll look at games that are on the wish list and see if we want to try them. And then we'll also...
That sounds like fun.
Get new stuff. And try that. So, and then we'll probably end up playing at least 1 or 2 games, but we're probably going to spend half the stream at least looking at new stuff, too, before we play them. Okay. All right, folks. So, I just want to say thank you for a great podcast, right? That was a good one. Just so you guys... Bleh, I just had marble mouth. Just so you guys know... There will not be a podcast again until probably Wednesday at the earliest. Only exception would be if there's really a reason for it, like if there's big news going on or whatever, then we'll probably do a podcast to talk about it. But in the meantime, there'll definitely be a couple of fun DSP morning shows.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it's going to be really fun. Oh, my goodness. Well, we got through it. We got there together. You can hang out with Rothville if anybody else is streaming. I know that... usually Tevin streams a lot of the Pokemon stuff. If you want to go hang out with Sir Tevin and whoever else is streaming, I encourage you to go and hang out with them. I don't have the capacity for any more of this dude today, but big ups. Thanks for hanging out. We will do this again real soon. Show ends on a wet fart as usual. Yeah, it just kind of fades out. It ends with a whimper as it always does. Big ups as always. Stay toxic, my friends.